at all times. That's not what my message is about today. But we should always thank Him for what He's done. I hope you had a great Thanksgiving and been with some family and enjoyed. I know we have a lot out that are out visiting their relatives. And we want to be sure to remember them as they travel back on the dangerous highways. Because I don't know about y'all, but it's dangerous. Just my little drive to Slayton every day. Trucks pull in front of me, cars pull out in front of me, rubber flies, it's crazy. But God does protect me each day. And I give Him the glory for that. It's not my excellent driving, right? It's Him taking care of me. I'm so glad to be here this morning, thankful to God who's head of my life. I hope you can tell that by seeing me wherever I'm at. To my pastor, First Lady in her absence, and all our deacons, and we got deacons absent today too, and to all the missionaries and Mother Ski. Can't forget Mother Ski, right? Brother Harris also, part of our congregation, and all the brothers and sisters, and of course my friend Minister Hunter, which I haven't seen in a while, but we're glad he's here and doing better, so we're so thankful. I enjoy being in front of you. I promise I'm going to try to keep it as short as possible.
That's all right.
I think Pastor said I get a little long-winded. He cuts me off in Sunday school, that's it. But I ain't good, but that's it. So he cut me off, so don't cut me off yet, Pastor. But I'm thankful, and I want to give you a word today that I believe comes from God. He's put it on my heart. When He puts it on my heart and I can't get rid of it, that usually means you need to share it.
Amen.
Right? So let's just learn from that. If there's something in your life that you're thankful for, that He's done for you, don't keep it to yourself. What good does it do to keep it to yourself? Right? Like the song said, don't hide it under a bushel. Don't hide that light under a bushel. Y'all don't even know what a bushel basket is, do you, kids? Some of us older people know what a bushel is, right? It's a basket we used to put fruit in, right? Vegetables and that sort of thing. And I personally didn't like them because they're heavy when they're full. But I like the half bushel baskets a little better. Just thought I'd share that with you. I want to share with you something that I've mentioned before, but God's told me to hit it home today. Okay? And it has to do with an experience I've had in my life. See, this is my testimony. You can say what you want about it, but it's mine. I don't mean that arrogantly or rudely, but you can't say it's wrong. Because I've experienced it. I've walked in these shoes. I've seen what God has done in my life. I want to share it with you for a few minutes. I asked God back in the spring. Something was moving in my heart. Something was causing me not to be unhappy, but to almost be uncomfortable a little bit. But it was a good uncomfortable. Have you ever been uncomfortably, but in a good way? Right? It stretches you. Right? It causes you to take the challenge and do the next thing. Well, God had last spring, just for a couple of months, just put on this, there's going to be a change. And I started thinking, what's that change going to be? Does that mean I'm going to go to a different church? Right? No. Does that mean I'm going to change jobs? Does that mean I'm going to, I didn't know what it means. But guess what? God was preparing my heart, get this, and my spirit for a change. But here's the deal. It was up to me whether to make the change or not. Okay, well, I didn't even know what the change was. Okay, I know what it is now because time has passed between last spring and right now. You see that? But my words were, these were straight from God. I can say that standing here. I'm orchestrating your future. Get it done. I'm orchestrating your future. Why are you holding back? Trust me. Don't worry about what I have ahead for you. Just do it. I promise. It'll be the best thing for you. I'm going to orchestrate every move. And guess what? That was my prayer. My counselor friends I talk to a lot ago, something's changing. Something's changing. He goes, well, it hasn't been 7 years yet. Usually I go on a 7-year run. He goes, something's changing, right? I don't know what it is. But whatever it is, God's going to lay it out. Now, get this. If you get anything from this, you have to be 100% honest with God when you say, orchestrate my future if you want Him to do it. Don't play with Him. Don't play with God. Be serious about it if you're going to do it. Alright? If He gives you that in your spirit that something's going to change, you got to be willing to make the change. That's called faith. You experienced it before? Faith? Have you ever stepped out in an area you're not comfortable with? Right? Have you done that? Come on, church. You know I'm talking to you.
Yes, ma'am. Yep. Have to make a change.
Right? You ever taken a step out somewhere where it didn't feel comfortable? It was outside your comfort zone?
Yes.
Well, if you want to do what God has for you to do, right? And He's going to orchestrate your future, get ready to be uncomfortable.
Yes.
Get ready to step out on a ledge that you're not sure about. But here's the thing, it's His foundation that you're stepping on. You got to be willing to take that step. Right? Here's what happened, and some of you know this. This is an example, though. Is I didn't know what the change was going to be. But yet on Thursday, in May, the last Thursday, in Slayton, Texas, I went to a graduation ceremony for a friend of the family's, watching Nathan Vasquez graduate. I've never been to Slayton other than seeing that sign that says Slayton. I passed it many times. Never believed, ever thought I would ever be there. But guess what? It was in God's plan for me to be there because He said, I'm orchestrating your future.
Right.
And guess what? I had to take a step. But this is God. This is what He does. He has me go to a graduation to watch the graduation. To support a family friend, right? And I wanted to be there. But I was sitting on the couch because my friend Lisa and Mike and their family were staying with me. And I was sitting on the couch. I was tired, Pastor. And they said, you going to go? And for a second there, I was like, oh no, this couch is awfully comfortable. To go to a graduation ceremony, you know. I don't know. But I wanted to be there for Nathaniel that was graduating, right? So I got off my rear, right? Got up, went with them. Went through the ceremony, oh my gosh. It was the longest graduation for 77 kids I ever seen in my life. It went on and on and on and on. I'm used to like Monterey where we just, okay, let's get 400 or 500 of them out there real quick. Come on, say their name, give them away, let's go home, let's go eat. Right? It didn't like that in Slayton, Texas, right? You got to talk about every scholarship. And every person, which is not bad, but the timing I questioned a little bit, right? But the best thing about it was the air conditioning was working. It was cool, right? The place was full. And guess what? This year I'm in charge of graduation. It's kind of ironic, isn't it? But anyway, so I go down on the floor. Some of you have heard this before, but I went down on the floor, right, just to get pictures with Daniel, right, with Nate, and with the family, and I see one of my former co-workers, Chris Smith, who's the assistant superintendent in Slayton, and he, you know, we kind of caught up on what we were doing. I hadn't seen him in a couple of years because he used to work for LISD also, and I knew him back when he was alive. We've known each other like 20-something years because he used to work at the Boys and Girls Club. So we just happened to be there together at that time. Then I saw Julie Becker, who was someone I worked with as a principal. She was principal, I was principal, we worked together. What are you doing now, Stace? I'm counseling. I still remember the look. I need a counselor at the high school. Yeah, right. Yeah. That's good, that's good. You know, I didn't even think about it. I was like, no, high school, nope. I'm already in middle school. I might as well at the high school. Thanks for the offer, blah, blah, blah. You know, good to see her, hugged her, and everything was good. But you know what? God had something planned for me that I didn't even realize at the time. The time I laughed it off, it was meant to be. Yeah. Right? So when I got home, that kept going through my mind. And then the words, I'm orchestrating your future, came along. God, maybe this is it. But no, I've been with LIC 24 years. Why would I leave 24 years to be in? You talk about comfort place, right? I could have just finished out, right? But I could not get rest. I could not rest because it kept coming back. So I contacted her and said, let me put you in contact with our new principal who's going to be new. Guess what? He loves kids. I was like, he loves kids? They talked about that it was more about the people, it's about the kids than it is about the scores. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I hadn't heard that in years, right? It's about the kids. This was right up my alley, right? I am about kids. If you know me, if you really know me, you know my passion for young people, right? God was designing and orchestrating it and putting it all together perfectly. Only God could design something that just timed it so perfectly that it just went just like this. I look back now, right, and I can just see. But here's what was different about it. This is different about the experience. Catch this. I knew it along the way. I didn't have to wait to the end and look back and see what he did because I saw it every step of the way. So quit thinking it's got to get to the end so you can look back and see what God's done. You need to see what God's doing right now. What he's doing at this moment. Not what he's doing down the road. How about he got you up this morning? He brought you to church for a reason. You had a decision you could have made and said, I'm going to lay in bed today. But you chose to come here. I'm telling you, you are ordained to be here today. Right? You are to get something out of this message. God has a word for you today. Not from me, but from Him. And I can tell you from experience with Him, 41 years as a Christian, I still got a long ways to go. I should be further along than where I'm at 41 years as a Christian, right? But guess what? I've learned it along the way. I'm trying to help you learn so you don't have to go through some of the things that you're going to have to go through to get to what He wants you to do. But you see, God orchestrated it. Have you ever seen an orchestra? They have to play together. The conductor puts it all together. God is the conductor. Right? If you're not doing so good, He's going to help you. He's going to help you tune in a little bit. He's going to make you sound better. Because I don't want it to be like this. Your orchestra be like this. want it to sound good. You don't want it to sound like Andy Griffith when they were trying to get together, right? When I saw this, I go, that's kind of like a church. We're all playing our own little thing. Some of us are playing the tuba. Some of us aren't playing very well. Some of us are playing the saxophone. They didn't show the part with Barney, I don't think, with the cymbals, but he likes to crash the cymbals, right? Thinks he sounds good. But see, we're trying to lead our life like this. We're saying, God, orchestrate my life, but this is what it's looking like. This is what it's sounding like. Because we're not all in tune. Because you, me, are not doing our individual best in order for it to all come together to orchestrate what God has for you. God wants to do an amazing work in you. He isn't excluding anyone in here. But I'm going to tell you something that has to be. You have to be. Pastor, help me with this. If I'm off, let me know. You have to be saved, sanctified, filled with the Holy Spirit, if you want to follow His direction. Otherwise, He's playing a different kind of music. Right? I went to the Trans-Siberian Orchestra last night when Mom and I did. And I thought, isn't that ironic that my sermon today is about orchestrating the future. And we went to see a concert that was so perfectly orchestrated and timed with the visual, with the effects, with the fireworks, it all went together seamlessly for 2 hours. I don't even think a mistake was made. And guess what? They were all doing what they were called to do. That's to play in that orchestra at that time to minister to these people. All right? I'm asking you to look at your life, and I'm asking you to look at it hard. I'm going to be hard on you today. It's not my nature, but I'm going to be hard on you. Are you doing what God's asking you to do? Only you can answer that question. Have you even allowed Him the opportunity to work in your life? I'm preaching in a minute.
Amen. Come on now.
Because what's happened is we're letting self, that's all it's about. We all about self. In the scriptures, it was talking about how Jesus picked His disciples. His disciples were prepared ahead of time. That they were going to say yes to this. But guess what? They could have said no. Guess what? I'm going to stick to fishing. I like fishing. Fishing's fun. That's my career. Why would I want to leave what I'm doing, everything I know, the comfort zone, everything, my career, and just follow this man? Right? Because God ordained it. God ordained it to happen. Those men followed, right, what they were supposed to do. So I'm asking you today, have you come to the point where you asked God Himself to orchestrate? I use that word because to me it illustrates it coming together, right? Have you asked Him, and have you genuinely asked Him to take over your life, right, and orchestrate it? Or is it sounding like you're out of an episode of Andy Griffith? Or are you sounding like you're in the Trans-Siberian Orchestra? What a contrast. Okay, where are you at? You got to do something, folks. We sit here and do the same thing Sunday after Sunday. Sometimes sing the same song Sunday after Sunday. And nothing changes.
My Lord.
Pastor and I sometimes talk about it. We talked about it last Sunday night. Just the two of us. How frustrating sometimes it can be because we're talking, we're talking to the wall.
All right.
The wall listens to us better.
Keep going.
It listens to me better sometimes than some of you do. And I love you. And guess what? You have to love me back. But I can speak the truth and it'd be okay. This wall sometimes is more receptive. I don't like it that way. Ask God to move in your life. quit sitting and start doing something. There are people in this service today that are sitting on their talent. You listen to me. Told you I was going to be hard on you. There are those in here that are sitting on your and not doing what God calls you to do. You got talents and you don't even use them. You can be over here playing these drums like nobody's business. You can be over here in the organ. We're not going to let anybody take over the organ, but I'm just saying. You can have a ministry and play a special for us. Maybe you can sing the song for us someday. Maybe we can have a solo from somebody sometime. How about you sing, use it? You're going to lose it. If you're one that speaks the word, why don't you step out and speak? Instead of being afraid, what are they going to say about me? I can honestly say I want your approval, but I don't care.
Come on.
I know that hurt. I do care from the human side, but from the godly side, Jesus didn't apologize for what he said. He didn't do the Sermon on the Mount and say, I'm sorry, I hope I didn't offend you. Would you like to have some riots out there? Maybe set a few things on fire. Maybe we could blame it on race a little bit. Let's see, what can we do?
Oh my God.
Right? No, God put forth something. And I'm asking you, are you going to do something about it? Or are you going to continue to sit? Because this church would be transformed into a place that would be in the love of AJ, because there'd be so much news going on here. We would light up. We would go viral on the internet, on Facebook, if we had something going on. We don't have to have fiery effects like we had last night at the Trans-Siberian Orchestra, because we would have the Holy Spirit fire.
Amen.
How about that fire? How would you like that kind of fire to take over? I would like to light something under your rear ends today and you would all jump up. Woo! That's what I'd like to see. I'd like to see you jump off them 2 feet for a second. I want to see you dance like Sister Annie can do sometimes. Right? I want you to praise the Lord. But you expect all of this to happen without giving anything, without releasing it to God. I'm going to start preaching in a minute. Because let me tell you something. It's a passion in my heart. Am I a quiet person most of the time? Yes. But when God puts something in my heart, I'm going to tell it to you. I'm going to tell it to you. It's up to you what you do with it. And I'm afraid that many will go home no different than when they came.
Come on.
But I'm hoping that ain't the truth. Right? I'm hoping that this stirs you a little bit. I'm going to tell you another way God used me. And my mom's here today can testify. I don't know if you were there. I can't remember. But she can testify to this. I didn't go to Sunday school. Y'all aren't shocked by that? Okay. I didn't go. I'm not shocked about that. But anyway, man, Pastor, I'm slobbering up here. We don't have anyway, I went to Sunday school at junior high, and in high school I went to teach with my mom in first grade because I didn't like Sunday school. And the main reason is because they made me read. And I don't read. They made me read out of the Bible. The Bible's not easy to read anyway. We didn't have all these new versions either. It was King James. Thou, this, shout, and all these other words. I couldn't even get regular English down. Right? Much less some old English. Right? Some old English. I go, why can't we get some new? But I was in college, about 18, I guess, and God moved on me one day. And this was so out of character for me, because this is God orchestrating my future. He told me in my spirit, go sit in the middle of the college street. Do you remember that? Go sit in the middle of them. Now, I'm an introvert person mostly. I mean, I can be extrovert, but that was a big step for me. Had I never taken that step, my life would be totally different. Because that night, something changed. God started to speak to me that I have a plan for you. And thank the Lord for the few college people that were around me, the Christian music that's not, the oldies. which I love now, right? But they were the oldies. They're really old now. There was a group called Petra. They weren't even allowed to play in many places because rock and roll was from him, right? But I learned so much, and I love that there's some music out there. Now we know what Christian music is like. God's using it in an amazing way now, right? But that started my journey to the ministry, right there. And guess how I started? By serving. So if you want to make this change, you want God to orchestrate your moves, stay with me, then you got to serve. That means no one's serving you. That means you're not expecting a waiter. I need a little happiness today. Can I have a little forgiveness today? It doesn't work that way, right? You got to serve whether anybody notices you or not. How about vacuuming the carpet? It don't matter if I notice who did it, because the person that vacuumed ought to be doing it for God and say, I don't care if anybody notices. It's clean today because I did it for God. How about running the sound today? Did you think that there's a sound engineer back there working? Yes, there is, because he's serving. Is he out here? Levi, are you out here on the stage right now? No, he's behind the camera. Because God's called him to do that, right? And he's got other things ahead for this young man he doesn't even know about. That's a little prophecy. But I'm asking you, would you be willing? Are you willing? Or already doing it? Bold enough, have the guts enough to say, God, orchestrate my future. Let me tell you something about my job right now. I love it. That's what God does when you're in His plan. You shouldn't dread going to work. It should be where God puts you, right? And it is disappointing at times, and you'll go through some hard times, and people are going to criticize you, right, Sister Harris? Sometimes they criticize you. So what? Do it next for them. Let them think you're crazy. Let them think you're drunk. Yeah, I'm drunk. I'm a spirit. I don't need no. Let's just get happy. Let's get happy because we can get happy. You think heaven's going to be boring? No. Something wrong with y'all. You think heaven's going to be boring? You think these Cowboys are playing good? Yes, they are. But they are playing good, but guess what? That ain't nothing compared to heaven. Right? Nothing compared. Preston ain't nothing. He's playing for the Cowboys. But it ain't nothing. Right? Unless he's got a relationship with God. That's what it's all about. Are you willing? Because I can tell you, I wish I could call you by name, because I know. Go ahead. Do it. But I know there's people in here that aren't doing what God called them to do. Pastor, you agree with me, or am I out there on the... You got my back today because I'm in bodyguard. Okay. Yeah, we're in this together. Because this message needs to go through. Yes, sir. But I'm happy. I'm at school. I come out of my office. I just love Slayton High School. They're like, well, we do too. You know, they always answer the phone. It's a great day at Slayton High School. How may I help you? I went in there and said, is it ever not a great day? Do you say it's a mediocre day? Do you say, what can I do for you? But guess what? It's a great day. What if we all had that kind of true belief that today is a great day? Go ahead. What if somebody asks you how you're doing today and you say, it's a great day? You'll blow them away. They'll be like, this guy is weird. You ain't seen all the all the stuff going on out there, right? I really didn't want to say that. But you said slippers count. All right. Well, anyway, there you go. It is what it is. It is what it is, right? But people can bring up all the mud in the world, right? But how about speak of something clean? Why don't you tell them of your testimony? Sister Annie, why don't you go out and tell every patient what God's done for you? Guess what? She does that. I bet there's a few people that thought she's a little weird. Right? But I want them to know that the God I serve. You see, let me give you an example of what God's done in Slayton. I've seen 239 kids so far individually. Just since school started. And you'd be surprised how much God comes up. I don't say anything about that. But here's what I do. I'll have couples in there say they love each other. They love. Are you patient? Well, no, not really sometimes. Are you kind to her? Well, most of the time. Do you ever bring up wrongs? Ooh, I get them on that one. See, you don't know what love is. Love is these things. Guess where those things come from?
That's right. That's right.
Why not use it that way? Why not God make a place for you at your workplace to be able to profess Him? You don't got to say His name. You might even scare some people off and say, oh, you know, all this kind of stuff. Be patient. Let Him work. Is my place perfect? No. Is Slayton High School perfect? No. But when you're in God's will, you're in God's will, and you're in God's will, and you're in God's will, and y'all are in God's will. Children, you too. Oh, what a difference it'll make. It set this place on fire like you wouldn't believe. But you see what? We're missing out. I'm going to pull this together. We're missing out because we don't let Him orchestrate our life. And I'm sure, I kind of pictured Eddie Griggs up there feeling a little bit like a pastor sometimes. Huh? What was that? Oh yeah, we're sounding good. Yeah, sounds good. Right? People can leave the service and don't even know what the pastor said. Because they was in their own little, woo, you know. Or maybe they were on their iPad and they were playing solitaire. Nobody plays solitaire anymore, do you? Oh, there we go. Okay. Maybe it was. Maybe that's what's taking our bandwidth down where we can't show any kind of video. I don't know. Right? But we got to do what God's asked us to do. But until you become saved, the future don't look so good. You may ask, why am I in this situation? Why am I? Why me? Why me? Have you ever tried God?
Yes.
41 years of Him taking care of me. That's older than some of y'all are.
Come on.
That's how long I've been a Christian. I walked away, a short way from Him. I've got back on track. But quit using excuses. Ask Him. That's what I got down. Ask Him. Ask Him to orchestrate your life. Ask Him to make changes. Ask Him to open up the way that you need to go. Ask Him that He'll help you have the strength to do so. Ask Him. But praise Him first. Thank Him second. And then do a little prayer for your life. Because you need to be thanking Him for the air you breathe at this moment. Right? And then you need to read the Word. And you got to be learned. We're falling off of that. Because it's the same.
Come on, preach.
6, 7 people. Boy, the 6 or 7 of us that come regular, we ought to know a lot. And guess what? We do know quite a bit. Because we learn something every single time. Because God ordains that time. So if you're not taking advantage of that, then guess what? I don't think you're totally where you need to be. Because you need to know what you're talking about. Don't be representing the Lord. You don't have the foggiest idea what you're talking about. You may say something wrong and lead somebody the wrong way. You better know it's backed up in the Bible. How about this? Hurry up and listen. Be still. Know that I'm God. You got to listen and quit running your mouth. When you going to listen? See, I made it my purpose is to proclaim the word of Christ. Not just up here, right? But more importantly, my day-to-day life. Okay? So I want to see you grow. I want to see you from the time I came 7 years ago to where you are today. I've grown and given a message from 7 years ago to giving a message today. My speaking style is different, right? I've become more bold since then, right? Because God has taken me along the way using a man to help example giving me example to go, right? But it's important. It's important that you decide that this take place. If you can look around the world and think it's not coming quickly, the end's coming because we're destroying ourselves. Just being honest with you. Read Revelation, but be careful. You've been coming to Sunday school, you've been reading Revelation, right? And there's a bright future. And I'm gonna close with something I'm gonna read to you, but can I tell you this from my heart? My heart loves you. And sometimes my heart hurts because I only see you here. I don't know what you're like anywhere else. It's kind of like, Pastor, we don't go follow you. Do detective work. Sometimes we hear, and sometimes you put stuff on Facebook that I'm like, did they really just put that on there? I'm just saying. I watch that. Some of those likes, people like them. But just had to throw that in for a freebie there. But I want you to experience Christ fully. That's our goal, is for you to experience it fully. We have some of our young people. I can already see the fire. You know what my prayer is? That fire keeps burning. And they don't get to high school and say, man, I got other things to do. I got to go try my ways. You don't have to go to the party line. You don't have to go through that. I didn't go through that. You don't have to. It's a choice you make. You don't have to go to the club unless you make a choice. Last night I was on my Facebook and there were two things I was watching. Things about God, and the other was live from Pink or something like that. Is there a club called Pink? Club Pink or something? And I was like, I'm going to just hide that message. Because I didn't do that on there. I didn't want to see that, right? I don't want to see that kind of stuff. I want to see stuff in church. As I wind up. God made a change in my life many times. That was one example, and I gave you a second example of how He can work. But I'm going to tell you that it's going to take some sacrifice.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It's going to take some sacrifice. You're going to have to get rid of the things that you're hiding in the closet.
Yes.
You got to get rid of the things that are happening in the dark.
Yes.
Because my study of Revelation, what we've been studying in Sunday school, there's no darkness in heaven. No darkness. No sin. No selfishness. You got to be humble. I want you to be humble. Right? I want God to have an example. I want you to have an example like I have of being asleep. Right? It wasn't luck. I gave a message one time, no such thing as luck. Right? It was timely ordained. But guess what? I could have missed out on it because I made the wrong choice. Could have sat on the couch. Don't get that confused. It took an action by me to do that. And because of that action, God rewarded me. Right? I don't know what else is coming up. This isn't the end of my story. Slave's not the end of my career. It's just a place I need to be at right now. And I love it. I love it. How would you like to be able to say, I love life? How many of you love the breath you breathe in? That's from God. That's from God. And I'm going to tell you, nothing happens as an accident. And I'm finishing up. Nothing happens accidental. But here's the deal. Okay? It's been written down. It's been written down in the book, right? All the days of your life. Psalm 139. He's known it since while He was creating you in the inner room of your mom. Right? Days have already been written down. But here's the thing. Is the author you or Him? Is it your story or His story? Because it's ultimately going to come out of what He said. Right? You get what I'm saying? Yeah. It's all up to you now. It's not up to me. If I could, I'd save you all. Can't do that. I want us to work together and be so orchestrated and so understand that nothing's by chance. That God's ordained it to be there. See, it's ordained that you will be here. I want to read this to you and I'll be finished. But I tell you what I'm going to do in a little bit. I'm going to ask you to at least consider. At least consider asking God. You can use whatever word you want to, orchestrate as well as directly from God to you. Are you willing to take the risk? Give up yourself. Give up yourself and follow Him. Take up your cross, right? Follow Him. But sometimes He's certainly more patient than me, because I already probably would have given up on a few. He's not giving up on you. I want to read something about that things don't just happen as changes. Okay? And this is from Baron Batch. Y'all may have read this or heard this. It's When Ripples Collide. And it sums up a little bit of what I was going to say, how God can use you once you're orchestrated, once you're doing what He said, just like He did with Baron Batch. It says when ripples collide. So I want you to listen to it. It says, let me start by saying I'm not sure how to convey the story in these words. The words don't do justice, but I'll try. Have you ever had that happen? Something's experienced and you just can't put it in words. But he's going to try. He says, have you ever watched rain fall in a lake? Each rainfall, it creates its own ripple, right? And when you combine the millions of raindrops and the millions of ripples that each singularly create, you have a countless number of overlapping ripples that all have an effect on one another. The cool thing about that is that each raindrop ripple has an effect on the other's ripple in the lake, even if it's just in a very small way. This is how people operate on a daily basis. We are individual raindrops in a huge lake. Of course, each of us has our own ripple, but our lives are primarily made up of other people's ripples crashing into ours. Well, many people like to think that our ripples crash randomly into each other without purpose or without reason. Maybe that's true, but then again, maybe it's not true at all. Perhaps I can help you decide. Maybe this story is a result of many ripples just coincidentally crashing into each other. Or maybe each ripple was ordered, measured, weighed, named, timed perfectly to synchronize with others to save a life. The story I'm about to tell you what happens when ripples collide. Ripple 1. Just about every day someone approaches me and tells me how much they enjoy my writing. This is always humbling because I was never a good writer. I was in school. It's strange now to be a published writer and have zero writing experience or background. It's even more insane to get a request to speak at a high school, get this, creative writing class. What do I say? My name is Baron. I failed English. Let me show you how my writing skills. I'm not really sure how things got to this point where writing was such a huge part of what I am. Maybe it's all coincidence. Maybe even it's just random. And then another one of my crazy hobbies that I picked up. Just like the time I watched Karate Kid marathon. Come on, I know some of you have done that, right? Come on, these kids. And then researched bonsai trees and decided I need one of those. Or maybe there's a reason. Maybe there is an order. Maybe there's possibly could be a plan. Maybe someone, somewhere, at some time, needed to read something that I, at the same point, needed to read something that I would at the same point write. Would it be far-fetched to say that there is a reason that you're standing where you are, standing at the exact moment and reading these words at this exact time? Would it be far-fetched to say that a small decision that you see as pointless or routine could save a life? Perhaps we are all far more connected than anyone could see or comprehend. Maybe one day you'll save my life. It's not as far-fetched as you may think. Maybe everything is just coincidence, or maybe not. Get on board, buckle up, let's take a trip. Ripple 2. Back in August, I approached Midland Reporter Telegram and Lubbock Avalanche Journal about the possibility of writing a weekly column chronicling my senior year at Texas Tech. Y'all remember him when he was at Tech? After talking with both papers, I came to the decision that my column would be run every Wednesday. Maybe the fact that we agreed on Wednesday was simply random. What if it would have decided to be on a Thursday? No biggie, right? Would it be far-fetched to say that this would be a life or death decision? Ripple 3. As the season progressed, I continued to write every week. However, it became increasingly difficult to write my column, especially after a loss. People said that I wasn't focused and it was hurting the team. There were weeks I told myself that I was just going to quit writing. I rationalized my thinking by telling myself that I should probably just focus all of my attention on football, and that writing was distracting me. It probably wouldn't be a big deal if I had missed a week, right? Every part of me wanted to quit writing my column. After the Oklahoma State loss, I decided I was going to discontinue my column. A friend talked me into continuing my writing by saying, maybe someone needs to hear something you have to say. I decided not to stop, and boy, am I glad I didn't. This is where the ripples collide. Ripple 4. Last Monday, I had all 4 of my wisdom teeth removed. It wasn't as bad as everyone makes it out to be. So the next day, I decided I wanted to have a steak. As I was strolling through the meat section at the supermarket, directly violating the dentist's orders to eat only soft foods, something happened that changed the way I will use the word random. As I was checking out a price on a ribeye steak, an older man came up to me with his hand extended and said, "You are Baron Batch, and I just want to shake your hand and say thank you." Well, as I was checking out a piece of, I could tell by the look in his eyes and the handshake meant much more than I could ever imagine. The look in his eyes were different than if he was just a regular Texas Tech fan. The man just continued to shake my hand while staring at me. It started to be awkward, the amount of time his hand clung to mine. And I thought to myself, geez, this guy is acting like I saved his life or something. Finally, he let go of my hand, but still didn't speak a word. Of all the awkward Texas Tech fan moments I've experienced, this one had been the most awkward for sure. I got nervous when he prefaced his conversation with, get this, "I don't expect you to respond to what I'm about to tell you." Ripple 5. Finally, he released his grasp and spoke words that I'll never forget. This is what he said: "You saved my life. 5 months ago, I'd given up. I was going to end it all. It was Wednesday." Remember? Ripple 2. "I felt like I had nothing else to live for. I had my pistol in my lap while I sat at my desk. I had set the newspaper out around the floor so that I wouldn't make a mess for whoever found me. I was about to do it. Right before I pulled the trigger, I looked down and saw a piece of newspaper that said, 'The easiest thing in the world to do is quit.' I put the gun down and I started to read more. It was a column that you had written. Your column saved me. Thank you." Well, I'm glad that he told me that he didn't expect me to respond because I was speechless. I was in awe. I was stunned. And before I could even think of anything to say back to him, he said, "I'm doing much better now. I feel like you just needed to know that you're making a huge difference." Then he walked away. And I'm not an emotional person, but I almost cried in the meat section of the United Super. At that exact moment, all those random coincidences swirled into one beautiful event that made perfect sense. See, what if I had chosen to have my column run on Thursday instead of Wednesday, it would have been a day late. What if I had given up on writing my column simply because hundreds of ripples that, if any had been changed, would have not resulted in a perfect situation for the man to sit down to gun? What if my column had been printed on another page of the newspaper? I was in complete awe, and still am. I was curious to find out what the exact column the man read was described. It said, Ripple 6. This is why I'm even more in awe. Listen to this. I went back and found out what column he read and what paragraph he saw. Listen to this. This is what he wrote. The easiest thing in the world to do is quit on something. Quitting takes zero effort. Quitting can be justified with excuses and legitimate reasons at times. When someone quits at something, they even lie to themselves by saying that they quit on what they quit on wasn't that important. To these people with this mentality, this is what I have to say. If it was important enough to start, it was important enough to finish. Don't quit. Hold on. Cling to what is yours until your fingers cramp. And once your fingers cramp, switch hands. Ripple 7. I wrote that column on October 18th after a loss to Oklahoma State in mid-October. There are a few reasons why I find it mind-blowing that this column that the man had read, Ripple 8. I wasn't going to write that column that week. After the Oklahoma State loss, I had decided I wasn't going to write anymore. The reason I wrote about not quitting in my column that week was because I really wanted to quit and never write again. Good thing I didn't quit. Ripple 9. The other reason that's mind-blowing is that the column that the man read is because of the date it was actually written. Get this. When I went back and looked on my blog in history, the date I posted that was October 18th. So why is that date important? Let me tell you why. And I'm getting chills as I write this. October 18th was the date I broke my ankle my freshman year. The reason this date is so important to me is because if I wouldn't have been injured, I would have never redshirted and would have only played at Texas Tech for 4 years, meaning that this past season for me wouldn't have existed, and neither would the column I wrote. Ripple 10. In all reality, the only reason any of you are reading this right now is simply because I was at the wrong place at the wrong time on October 18, 2006 around 3:30 and broke my ankle my freshman year. Or maybe the reason you're reading this is because I was at the perfect place at the perfect time and broke my ankle so that our ripples would collide. This will be my 25th column, and I never would have imagined that it would have morphed into what it has. I never thought I'd be known as a writer or be approached to write books. I mean, seriously, I was a kid who hated English class and still don't really enjoy reading. I had to share this story with everyone simply because it's blown my mind for the past few days. Maybe that's all just one humongous consequence or series of random events that I somehow constructed into a story. Maybe it was all luck or chance. Maybe you stumbled on this article randomly while surfing the web. Maybe nothing with you matters at all. But what if everything does? And then he writes God. You see, this is how God works. Right? When we think something happened just by accident or chance or luck, no, there's a reason. All these things happen. When I read this, I go, oh, I've got to read it. And I was a little bit long. I had to read it because it just sums it up so well. Yes. Right? I bet you if you looked at your life and you looked back somewhere, you could have an experience that's similar. Did you know that there's people that you helped change their lives and you'll never know about it? Right? If they hadn't just they didn't just ran into each other randomly. It was meant to be. Right? It was meant to be. telling you, in order for this to happen, the way God meant it to happen, is you got to be in His sync with Him, right? You got to be discerning of the Holy Spirit. On my way to church today, and I really am closing, but on my way to church today, I went to Sonic Kiss. And I didn't get my usual kiss for 99 cents. 118 with tax. But there's a guy that works there on Sunday, and there's something different about him. There's just a joy about him. You know, I know he has a little bit of a speech impediment and stuff, but he was saying, "Are you on your way to church?" I said, "Yes." And he goes, "I've got something I want you to do for me." Okay. He goes, "I want you to listen to the sermon, and I want you to give me a summary of what it's about next Sunday." I said, "Well, I can do better than that. I can tell you." He goes, "What?" I said, "Because I'm preaching today." He goes, "Well, tell me about it." So here I am at Sonic, right? Ordained moment in time where there usually pastor tons of cars there. There were only like 2. He didn't feel rushed, right? So we got to talking. He goes, "Well, how do you know?" And we got to talking about that. Now he goes to church. He goes, "I can't because I work on Sunday." But he goes, "I love the Lord." And he gave me the name of his church and everything. He goes, "Now I expect you to do this every Sunday." I got to give a summary of what's going on. And I'm hoping that, you know, maybe one day he'll even come here. Right? But I was like, look at God. Look at God put something, just like what I read, put that together. How about the orchestra that we went to see last night? The title of my message today is Orchestrating Your Future. Don't you realize, it just happened, I watched that episode of Andy Griffith, and that just happened to click and go, this is probably how we are, right? But we need to be more like what we went to last night. You see, it's all up to you. I can't make the decision for you. Pastor cannot make the decision for you. It's up to you. And I really asked God, okay, how should I end this? Because it's a lot to take in. But in some ways, there's a simplicity to it. And it has to do with what I think is trust. The biggest issue I see with young people in my counseling is they don't trust each other. They don't trust relationships. They don't trust their family. They're always afraid of social media, what somebody says. But it's got to be trust. But I'm telling you, if you put your trust in Him, how many can testify to that? Right? You put your trust in Him, right? He's going to lead you down the right path to go. But don't try to do it unsaved and without the help of the most precious gift that you're given when you're saved. That's the Holy Spirit. Now see, He's my filter. Some of you need a filter. Sometimes, right? Sometimes we need a filter. But the Holy Spirit should be our filter. Don't let opportunities pass. But my question to you is, are you willing to say, Lord, I'm for real. You know what? You can come up here and be fake and not any other enough. You can go through the motions. You can even get prayed for and still have an demon in you. Amen. Just because you come up here doesn't mean everything's solved, done, and it's packaged up, right? So, what I'm going to ask you to do, and this is how God's asked me to do it, I'm not going to ask you to come forward. You know why? Because I think that it's something you need to give a little thought to. My prayer is that it doesn't get off your mind today. I hope it sticks with you like peanut butter to the roof of your mouth. It's stuck. Right? I'm hoping it does. And that it continues to work. God speaks. Did you know you can commune with God where you live? Did you know you can go in your closet and tell everybody, leave me alone? You can do it right there. But I'm going to ask you to do something a little unconventional. You know me, you got to do something a little different. I want you, and Pastor, this is okay. I was meant to run this by you. I'm not trying to jump on you. I just want you to let us know if they're going through this. This is what I feel like I want you to do. I want you to either text me if you have my number or message me. Don't put it on Facebook, but use the message and let me know that we need to pray for you for that prayer. I just want you to say, remember me, help me, I'm struggling through this. And guess what I'm promising you? I'll pray for you.
Amen.
I'm not lying to you. I'm speaking to you today. Because when I asked God how to finish it, that's what he said to do. And that's unconventional, Pastor, I know, but that's what came to me. It's between you and me and the pastor. It's between me, you, and the pastor. And guess who else? God! He's number one. He's number one. He wants to change your life. Will you stand with me so we can pray?